Going to get this hair out more. Don't have COVID. Part 2 of the video, okay? This is part 2. Hey guys, yeah, let me be serious. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Z again with some more tips, tricks, advice about health, beauty, and lifestyle. You know the vibes. So, like I said in my previous video, this is part 2 of the one I posted on Tuesday. So this is probably, I don't know what time you're seeing this, but whatever time you're seeing this, hi. And yeah, this is part 2, so let's get into it. Alright, let's get into the video. So like I said in the previous video, yeah, that was part 1 of 10 tips on how to be confident. So this is part 2. So I'm going to give you guys the last 5 tips. I already gave the first 5 in the previous video. So please, if you have not seen the previous video, go back and watch the previous video so that you can see the 10 tips. First 5, 10 tips on how to be confident, and then you come back here so I can give you the last 5, because I'm starting from number 6 and you can't just start from number 6. So go back, please. If you've already watched, thank you for watching the previous one, and yeah, we're getting into the second part. If you haven't, please go back. I'm urging you to go back and watch the first 5 tips so that now we can proceed with the last 5. So yeah, let's begin. I'll keep on looking down because I have a little book with me where I've written everything. I don't want to just be talking like from without. I need to make sure that I'm flowing so you guys can understand everything I'm talking about. You know the vibes. Yeah. So let's get into it. Tip number 6 on how to be confident is to trust the process. Trust the process. So this is something that's very hard for a lot of us to do, including myself, because you find that, for example, yeah, you've been working so hard. You've been working so hard to make the balance sheet balance. Okay, I think all business studies students, grade 9, 10 to 12 account students, and university students that are doing accounts, you know what I'm talking about when I say that. When you have worked so hard to make the balance sheet balance and then it does not balance, guys, you get irritated. You're like, after doing so much, you know, after you find your net profit in the income statement, take it to the balance sheet, you know, your fixed assets, even some intangible assets, goodwill and the like. Then you just go and you're just like, what the hell have I done wrong? You know, it's my double lines, even doing with the Karula. So confident it's going to balance, then it doesn't balance in even 1 quarter. Or us who work in dollars and pounds. Yeah, so you know, it becomes like really, really irritating after you worked so hard, after you've been trusting the process, thinking that okay, here what I'm going to do is going to balance the balance, and then it doesn't work out. You know what I mean? That's how life operates as well, because you find that even everything that you do, you'll be looking at maybe your schoolwork or even just like personal development in general, like growth spiritually, mentally and stuff. Yeah, then there are these bumps that make you fail, and then you're like, what's the point of all this? You know what I mean? But then let me tell you guys something. If you want to boost your confidence, you have to make sure you trust the process, because we all know that at the end of all this, there's something good waiting for us. So we have to be confident enough to know that, okay, here, even if I fail once, I'll still try again. I will trust the process so that I know that I'm going to succeed in the future. I mean, all of us here want success. All of us want to become successful people in future and stuff like that. But for us to be successful, we have to trust the process so that we can boost our confidence to do what we have to do. Because if we don't trust the process, you find that maybe you start a business, yeah, like a baking business, people that do cupcakes and stuff. If you don't trust the process and believe that at the end of it all, there'll be something good to come out of it, despite the little, you know, shakes that you have, you find that you won't even be confident enough to start that business because you feel like you're going to fail. Failure, guys, failure is normal. Whenever you fail with something, don't think that's the end. It's like when you're doing a balance sheet, you know, like it doesn't balance once, and then you're like, okay, no lie, I've given up a lot of times when I'm balancing the balance. I'm not balancing the balance sheet. I've given up enough times, and I'm just like, you know what, scratch this, you know, like let me just. But you have to realize that. My slides. Yeah, you have to realize that for you to be able to succeed in future, you have to trust the process so much that it gives you guys so much confidence to whatever you're doing. No matter how many times you're going to fail, just tell yourself, okay, you know what, in the end it will be good, so let me continue. It can be anything. singing, it can be dancing, basically anything you want to achieve in life. You have to be able to trust the process, because I won't even lie, guys, there are times when I feel like I don't know what I'm doing with myself. I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, I'll go to class, I'll come back, I'll sit in my room at school, then I'm like, so what's the point of all this? I'd always tell some of my friends, like, I don't know what I'm doing with myself, and they like, but then you have to realize that you have to trust the process. And in trusting the process is trusting God. I think that was like the first tip I put. You have to trust the process and be like, okay, you know what? There's going something coming out of this. So let me just continue trusting and believing in myself. And, you'll become more confident in everything that you're doing. Yeah. And then the 7th tip is very important. This is essential. It's essential to your personal human growth as well. Guys, surround yourself with uplifting people. Please, I think I'll merge this with the 8th tip so that the video isn't too long. Surround yourself with uplifting people. Make sure you have a circle of friends, not a cage. Have a circle, not a cage. Let me break down these two for you, a circle and a cage. Now, a circle of friends is a group of people that uplift you, people that support you, people that make sure you're okay whenever you feel low, people that check up on you to make sure you're fine. And it's not just a one-way thing, by the way. It's also supposed to be that you check up on, that you care about, that you support, and that you love. You know what I mean, right? That's a circle of friends. And a circle of friends doesn't have to be like a gang of 10. No, you can even be 2 people. Like, personally, for me, my circle is extremely small, less than the fingers on my right hand. Very, very small. That's a circle. Now, a cage is a group of people that make you do things that you don't even feel proud to do yourself. A cage is a group of people that make you feel guilty for wanting to do things that are right. A cage is a group of people that will make you feel bad for doing what you believe is right based on what your parents taught you. That's a cage. And cages are very common these days. The other word for a cage of friends is what? Toxic. Toxic friendships are what you find in a cage. Those are friends that drain you. Those are friends that don't support you. Those are friends that only support you when it's popular to support you. And this is very common, especially I know what I'm talking about. I've seen these things happen. You'll find that you can be friends with this person and you start something, yeah? They will not support you until they see that everybody else is doing it, then they'll start doing it. Those are toxic friends. I think I'll do a video on toxic friends because this is also a very interesting topic. But yeah, that's a cage. A cage is a group of people that every little thing that you want to do, they bash you and say, no, let's do this instead. Let's do this instead. They never listen to you. They never support you. They don't even love you genuinely. And most of the time, a cage of friends are only with you because they know they can benefit from something from you. They milk you of all your energy and all your time. That's a cage. And the cage doesn't have to be a gang of 10, like I said earlier, talking about a circle. It can even be one person. So make sure you surround yourself with uplifting people. Have a circle of friends, not a cage of toxicity. Please, I urge this, because if you want to be confident as a person, if you want to make it in life, there's no way you're going to make it in life. The people that you are surrounding yourself with are people that are not uplifting you in any way. They just bash you. And most of the time, these people, they can very quick to leave. It's like the minute you decide to do something for yourself, they turn around on you and say, no, we don't even need you, we don't even do what, after they've gotten what they want from you. Those are cages, and cages are very common, especially as for teenagers. You don't even know, I'm not going to say teenagers, even like big people, like in general. You know what I mean? People that only want to be friends with you because they know they can get something out of you. Those are toxic friends that you need to let go. Those are toxic friends that end up building a cage. This cage will demean your confidence so much you won't even know who you are as a person. You guys need to learn the difference between a circle of friends and a cage of toxicity. Please, you must learn the difference, because it can hinder your confidence so much. You find that, it starts from little things. You find that you wear for girls, they say you wear an outfit, yeah? And like, guys, how do I look? Say you don't look nice. Say sad, man. And those people are calling your friends. They say, wear this, man. You look way better if you wear this. Like, there's no problem with giving advice, no. But when it becomes a problem is when you find that every single thing that you do, you're condemned for what you want to do. Those are very unsupportive people that you need to let go of, because those will hinder your confidence so much, because you fail to speak up as a person. You feel like, if I say this, no, they'll say this. If I talk about them, they'll say this. You're so scared about what your friends are going to say. Your so-called friends. You're so scared. You know what I mean? Let them go, sis. Let them go. Let them go. If you want to be confident, most of the time your confidence even becomes way higher if you stand alone. You're better off being alone than being surrounded by toxic friends. Trust me, because they will demean you so much. You even feel like you're not worth, they cannot worth anything as a person, you know? So you have to make sure that you surround yourself with people that are going to uplift you, people that are going to support you in everything that you do, people that are going to love you unconditionally all the time. That way your confidence levels are going to go so high up. You won't even, it's going to be friendships should be beneficial both ways, like not parasitically, but you guys should learn and grow together from each other. Friendships, relationships, you guys need to learn how to develop each other together and grow as people, not where one is growing, one is shrinking. No, that's like very bad and toxic, and that can hinder your confidence so much. Because I won't even lie to you guys, there's a time in my life when I had a cage of friends. I didn't even know what was going on with myself. You find that every little thing that I want to do, they would demean me and be like, no, man's like, can't do this because of this, no, Shani. And because I had that mentality for my friends won't like it, you find that I was very unconfident. Is it unconfident or disconfident? Is there even such a word? Okay, I don't know, English is hard. But yeah, you find that I would fail to speak my mind because I'm scared of what my friends are going to say. Like, I wasn't confident enough to stand up on my own and be like, okay, guys, this is what I actually want to do, because of the people that I surrounded myself with. So once you let go of those toxic friends and surround yourself with people that are going to uplift you, your confidence levels are going to go up so much. You're going to, succeed in everything you're going to do in your life. So yeah, that was points 7 and 8 merged. Point number 9, tip number 9 is clap and believe in yourself even when no one else is going to do that for you. It can be hard, especially when you're the only person clapping for yourself. It can be very hard when you're the only person that's there to keep you going. Because, it's generally just hard. But you have to realize that at the end of the day, the one person that's always going to be by your side, apart from God, of course, is you. You're the only person who's going to pick yourself up in the morning and be like, okay, do this. Me, for example, I'm the only person who can wake myself up in the morning and say, go to class, bath, come back, clean. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the only person you've got is you. So you have to make sure that you believe in yourself so much and clap for yourself, even if no one else is clapping for you. It's hard, especially because I know it's nice to have an audience. It's nice to have people compliment you. It's nice to have people that are going to clap for you. But you have to realize that that's not going to happen all the time. It's not all the time that people are going to come to you and be like, I like what you're doing. Even if what you're doing is good, people won't always come and compliment you because maybe they're busy, or because sometimes people just don't care as much as you think they do, So you have to learn to believe in yourself even when no one else can. That's the only way you're going to boost your confidence as a person, because you find that maybe there's something you want to do, right? Like the way for me starting this YouTube channel took me like over a year to even start it. Like, I think about it all the time, and whenever I think about to bring it up among people, I'd want them to like tell me, yes, start it, because but you have to realize that sometimes, most of the time in fact, the only person who can push yourself to the limit is you. And you find that because we want applause from people that don't even care about us, you find that we end up giving up on certain dreams because we feel like we're not worthy enough to do them. No, it's not because we're not worthy enough to do them. It's because you feel like your dreams depend on other people's applause. That's not true. It depends on you as a person. The only person you need by your side all the time is God. Everything else will fall into place. But once you have God, once you are believing in yourself, your confidence is going to go up, because you find that everything that you want to do in life, as long as you're keeping yourself, you believe in yourself and you're clapping for yourself, any small win, even a small win, it can be like soccer players, for example. Maybe you score a goal today at, you guys that play soccer at Pulse, I don't know, futsal, soccer. Yeah, you find that you score a goal today and no one maybe has complimented you or said, bro, I liked your goal today, whatever. You find that when you go back home, you're like, okay, I actually did score a goal today. Let me feel nice about that. Like, I actually achieved something. It may be small. It may even be as small as getting a percentage higher in your previous test. Like, maybe you failed your previous test by, as for the pass mark is 50. Maybe you got 49 the last time and then you get 51. It looks like a small win, but you have to clap for yourself, because you have to make yourself be proud of yourselves, guys. Like, you have to, you're the only person who's actually going to be there for yourself when no one else can be. So you have to treat yourself the way you would want to be treated by others. You know, you can't expect someone to love you if you don't love yourself. Now I'm going to tip number 10. So basically these tips are like all like merged into like one complete, you know, paragraph of tips. Yeah, you have to learn to clap for yourself for every small win that you have, because there's no one else going to do it for you. It's not all the time that the teacher is going to come and say, oh my god, I'm proud of you, you passed. Or even your parents, not all the time that they're going to come and say, I'm so proud of you. No, the only person who's always there to tell you that you've done this is yourself. So you have to make sure that you clap for yourself, even if it's small things, be it a nice hairstyle, your acne has gone, you've lost weight, you've gained weight, any small thing that you achieve that is important to you, clap for yourself. That way your confidence is going to go up, because you know as a person that every small thing that you know achieve in life, you're happy for it, you're appreciative of it. So you're going to be feeling good with everything that you do in your life. It may be so small. The times when I'm like, you know, like, because I work when I'm on my mid-semester breaks, yeah. So like this holiday I came back home, that was I think 21st December, and then I had been working for my dad at his company for like a good 2 weeks or so. So you find that maybe like when I wake up to go for work, and then I'm like, okay, work is making sense, and when I go back home I'm like, okay, actually did these things correctly and stuff like that. He won't tell me that you worked well today. You know, he wouldn't tell me that I like the way you work today. Even the person I used to work with in the office wouldn't tell me that I like the way you work today. But then, because I know that I worked better than I did the previous day, I'd clap for myself and be like, okay, Mwenzela, you've actually like improved in what you're doing. So continue like going for it. And actually gave me like more confidence to even go back to work the next day. Because, you know, it's easy to give up and be like, okay, you know what, let me just give up on this, and it makes sense, blah, 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 blah. It's easy to give up. So you have to make sure you clap for yourself when no one else can. That's the only way you're going to boost your confidence as a person in all. Yeah. Then the last and final tip on how to be confident is love yourself. This is the last but not the least tip. You have to love yourself no matter what. You have to accept yourself the way you are and believe that you can achieve so many things in your life. Once you learn to love yourself, you even find that you've got capacity to love others, because if you hate yourself so much, if you don't believe in yourself so much, you're not going to go anywhere as a person. I think I'll do a separate video talking about loving yourself and self-love and stuff like that. It will be a short one, but it should be meaningful to you guys, because I don't want to take like too long. I'm actually in a house, supposed to cook supper. So you know, yeah, you have to love yourself as a person. And you know, even when you fail, even when you make mistakes, when things don't go your way, don't hate yourself. You know, never demean yourself, because the one person that can make you feel the worst about who you are is also yourself. You find that you're the one person that can make yourself feel so good about yourself, and you're also the one person that can make yourself feel so bad about yourself. You can't even compare. You know, people always talk trash. You can't compare what someone is going to say to what you're going to say about yourself. If I wake up in the morning and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, Mwenzela, I hate you, everything people say, even if it's good, will turn into negative energy because of what I started my day with, because of my hate for myself. You know what I mean? So you have to love yourself. That's the only way you're going to be confident in everything that you're going to do. You find that, I mean, people won't always agree with you. People won't always like what you do. People won't always want to see or hear about what you're doing. You know what I mean? People aren't always going to be like that. So you have to realize that, okay, fine, I love myself, and I like what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. I love where I'm at in life. Yes, I want to achieve more, but you have to be appreciative of what you have right now, because let's learn to be humble, because anything that God has given us can easily take away, you know. So let's be appreciative of everything that we have. Appreciate, because you find that if you don't love yourself in the state you're in right now, who knows, life is fun. You can end up in a worse state. You know what I mean? So you have to love yourself. And you have to make sure you know, what's the word? Release positive energy. You know, if you're positive from the inside, it even shows. You know, you always be smiling, you always be happy. That's essential. You have to. There's so many things that can throw us off in life. Yes, like I said previously, I'm not going to repeat anything. So you have to make sure that you love yourself through everything you're going to go through. That's the only way you're going to become confident as a person, you know? So yeah. That's basically a wrap on everything I've talked about, from point number 1, which was talking about God, to the point number 10, talking about loving yourself. I hope you guys are going to become more confident people. That was the aim of these 2 videos, because I really like it when I see people doing what they love and they like. I mean, life isn't a journey, guys. Life is a journey, not a competition. It's not a competition at all. Personally, I feel nice seeing people winning. Like, I feel nice celebrating people's wins. Like, oh my god, nice relationship, you know, nice car or nice business, you know what I mean? Like, be supportive. So yeah, I hope you guys have learned something from these 2 videos. Please feel free to leave a comment down below and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends, your family members, and make sure you come back to the next video. I'm not so sure yet what I'm going to be talking about in my next video, because I have so many ideas, so many things to talk about with you guys, so many things to show you guys, so many things to do for you guys. I think I'll also be adding some to my cooking, because I like cooking as well. So yeah, I mean, I started this YouTube channel like last week, so there's a lot I have in store for you guys, so be sure to come back. Yeah, so subscribe, like, share, leave a comment down below. Feel free, you can DM me if you want to talk about anything. If you feel like something that you will need help with, you can DM me. Instagram, I'm available. If we're friends on Snap, WhatsApp, I don't have a SIM card. Yeah, so yeah, anyway guys, have a blessed day, night, whatever time you're watching this, and yeah, make sure you come back to my next video. Yeah, bye bye.